Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. It's been an incredibly long time actually since I've recorded a video and posted it on the channel here. A few things have changed in the last, what has it been now, like what, 2 months? You guys can see the timestamps on the videos. The last video I posted was the PPL intro, but I was just hopping on this evening because, well, I had a little bit of time to myself, the house is quiet, and I thought, hang on, there's ATC on. It's challenging, it's at night time, and I'm going to be flying the 182 from Gardermoen down to Billund, which is in Denmark. If I just have a look at ATC, we have we have Gardermoen Tower and Approach on. We also have Billund Approach, and we have Copenhagen Control on as well. And guys, I want you to pay particular attention to this. This is literally going to be the highlight of the video. Look who's inbound to Gardermoen. La ha ha! Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. That is the 172. That is the real registration of the 172 I flew in real life in Norway last autumn with Eric Lund. We flew from Jarlsberg into Sogndal in the fjords and then back down again. And someone has come online and is flying it online from Rygge into Gardermoen. Rygge. Oslo Rygge. I don't know. My pronunciation isn't as good as it used to be. It's been a while since I was in Norway last. But anyway, so he's inbound. We'll probably hear him on Approach and Tower as he and hopefully we can give him a little wave and he can say hello to the YouTubers. This is Prepared 3D version 3.3. I updated it yesterday, and the performance seems to be increasing. I tell you, with every release they make, it looks like the performance is getting smoother. The clouds, I mean, this time last year, you know, with this amount of clouds, I would usually be like, you know, it would be very, very stuttery. And I'm recording with Shadowplay at the same time, so there's that. Okay, so this is going to be a nighttime flight in the Cessna 182 by A2A Simulations. Let's just hop into the cockpit, and of course in true A2A style, it's started to fog up. Let's just check the let's see, the temperature is a balmy 16 degrees Celsius, and there's Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, 2,000 feet inbound. So as he's inbound, we'll be probably outbound. Yeah, so it's a summer, a nighttime summer. A nighttime summer? A summer nighttime? A summer evening. There we go. So let's just set my controls. Yeah, so as I say, a few things have changed in the last, what, maybe month since I've done a last video. So I will be able to talk about those in the cruise. But for now, let's not waste your time. Let's open that. I can't actually see flood. Oh, I thought the battery wasn't. Okay, yeah, cool. Right, so battery's on. Excuse me. What I'm going to do is I am going to use this checklist. Okay, upon entering cabinet, airplane weight and balance check. Let's check the weight and balance. No, that's not the weight and balance, but we're here, we might as well have a look. What do we have actually installed on the aircraft? We have practically everything installed on the aircraft, that's fine. That's what we're looking for. Okay, it's been a while since I flew the 182, actually quite a long while, so I'm going to replace the oil. We look like we have enough fuel to get from here to Billund. It's really not that far, and I always like a bit of a challenge. It's a bit like, well, why would you fill the fuel tanks 100% on each side for every single flight we do? It's nice to give yourself a little bit of a difference there. So we're going to fly with half fuel load, 15 degrees Celsius. Let's reset our barometric pressure, and let's reset our headings there. Okay, so we've got our charts here. Not quite sure what runways he's going to give us yet. We're going to pick that up with the ATIS. But for now, let's just power up the aircraft and see what's happening. That's not what we want. We want this. Okay, parking brake is set. Is it set? Yes, it is set. Control lock remove, like so. So now we have... And I also, let me just put my feet down here. One of the things that changed is I now have the MFG crosswind rudder pedals. Yay! Along with the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog replica stick. I don't have the throttle quadrant. Excuse me, we'll just sit down. I don't have the throttle quadrant for the Thrustmaster, but I just have the stick, and I tell you, that is a stick. That is a stick and a half. That is a very, very solid metallic lump of metal that I have as a joystick now. Okay, ignition switch. This is for entering the cabin. I want to go engine start because I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't need to go through the entering the cabin. I'm cooler than that. Throttle cracked. Let's just crack the throttle. Prop control in. Mixture out. Master switch on. Like so. Cowl flaps open. They are. Yep. Note skip to 10 if it's a warm engine. It's not a warm engine. Okay. Fuel pump on. That's all we really need. Okay, fuel pump off. Area is clear. Ooh, yeah, pretty much area is clear. Let's just double check to see where our friend Martin is. He's inbound. I'm recovering from a cold, so excuse me. Ignition switch start. And that was quite a smooth start, I thought. That was quite good. Quite good. Right, let's turn avionics on. Let's just check T's and P's. All in the green. VAC is not, but you know. Yep, all looks good. Okay, our Garmin suite is coming on, which is what we're going to be using today to get over to down to Denmark. Let's just have a look. Got a lovely airport ground chart there. Okay, avionics on, radios are on. Let's just make sure our radios are on. We're going to be cruising today at let's call it 10,000 feet. There we go. And that's good. Transponder, that's all good. Yeah, transponder's here, so we squawk ident by hitting that button, or alternately, yeah, we'll figure it out. It has been a while since I flew, guys, so I'm just going to say right now, it has been a while. Don't judge. I've had a lot to do in life, but we'll talk about life from the cruise. Before takeoff, seatbelts checked and doors checked. Yes. Flight influence check and set. So runway is obviously runway is going to be 19 because we know it's going to be a southbound departure. Let's just have a look. Yep, it is. So it's going to be roughly 19. Let's just leave it like that. Okay. Yep, and we're going to have... Let's just plug in some frequencies now. First frequency is ATIS for Gardermoen, which is 12715. Let's just plug that in. That's 127.15 is there, and let's swap that over.
Gardermoen Airport information. UNH 10098. No C. Acknowledge information. Goals as first contact.
Traffic.
This is Oslo Gardermoen. Information. Goals at time 19850. Expect ILS approach. Runway 19 right. Departure, runway 19 left. Transition level 85. Wind calm. Visibility more than 10 kilometers. Fuel powering cumulus 4,700 feet. Enter 9,800 feet. Temperature 16. Dew point 1. QNH 1009. No SIG. Acknowledge information. Goals at first contact.
Okay,
This is
so now we can hear ourselves think again. Whew, that was loud. Okay, so landing runway is 19 right, departure runway. So if you see, guys, we are over here on the GA ramp. So landing runway is 19 right, departure is 19 left. So we actually have to get from this side of the airport all the way over to the other. So I'm expecting him to vector us across Charlie 2, Alpha 6 to Victor taxiway, and then all the way down Sierra, or all the way down, no, actually not all the way down, actually along Victor, up Sierra, and hold Bravo 9 or Bravo 8 for runway 119 left. That's probably what I'm expecting him to do. And it's always good just to have in your mind, try and look at the chart before you make a transmission, just so you're one step ahead of what you think he might be doing. So that's that. Let's just double check where Martin is. He will probably land before we take off, so actually he might taxi right up to us, we don't know. So, but it's lovely to have him in the skies. Lovely to feel that there's a local around. Okay, right, so next thing, we've done our fuel selector valve is on both. Mixture is rich, cow flaps are open, throttle. We do, yeah, we might as well do this actually, yeah. Let's bring our RPM up to 1800. And then let's cycle the prop a couple times just to make sure that we're all good there. It's been a while since we've flown the aircraft, so it's good to make these checks. Actually, this isn't the procedure I should be doing right now. I should be checking my mags. So let's, now that I've cycled the prop a couple times, let's just check my mags. Only a slight...
Traffic.
Oh my word. Only a slight drop there. Let's check the right mag. And again, only a slight drop back to both. And then let's bring that back to idle around 1000. Oh yeah, that's so cool. You can see the traffic. You see that? That was really cool. You see the traffic on the GTN. And you can see him there. Just rolling out on the runway. Okay, so that's that done. Let's just check my annunciator panel. Yep, all lights. All lights. All lights extinguished eventually. Yep. Okay. Throttle idle. That is correct. Radios and lights set. Let's just look at our lights here. Let's do beacon, obviously, because we're about to go. Let's put pitot heat on anyway, despite it's the summer. It is Norway. Let's put the nav lights on. Let's not put the strobe light on, obviously, yet. And we'll wait for the taxi light when we get taxi instructions. Wing flaps. Let's just give ourselves... Actually, no, I'm going to depart out with a flaps up departure, which is going to make it... I bet that's him. V-Pilot has actually made it a 152 instead of 172, but we won't hold V-Pilot to account on that. This is flight simulation anyway. So what was I saying? Do a flaps up departure because I want to get the speed, because I'm flying up against civilian commercial jets. And when you fly in and around a big airport like this with commercial jets, you really do want to be snappy. You're not flying in and out of Shoreham or Welshpool or somewhere like that. You know, you got to make sure you're snappy. So that's done. Let's go to takeoff page. Yeah, that's all going to be good. Right, so this is the point at which I program my FMC. I'm going to go to procedure, I'm going to go departure, and if I go over to PFBX, I've got, that's not PFBX, let's go over here, I've got my flight plan. Now I'm going to be departing out of, that has it correct, actually no, that does not have it correct. I'm going to switch that up, and that is, what is that going to give me? That automatically switched out my SID for the SID for runway 19 left rather than 19 right, which is fine. I'm glad that that's done that for me. Okay, we're actually going to be overflying Torp, Sonlefjord, which is really cool because that's like, you know, home territory, kind of, for me, lol. Anyway, yeah, it's been a really long week. You can kind of hear in the tone of my voice and the way my mind is working right now that it has just been a very long week. So we're going to have our departure SID is Tor for Charlie. So let's go departure, drag down. I love this navigation unit. Tor for, what was it? For Charlie? Yeah, it was Tor for Charlie. Oh, it's because I haven't set my runway yet. Okay, well, let's just put in the closest thing we have available. Tor for Alpha. It's going to get me to Tor anyway, so, you know, it's a SID. The last waypoint is Tor. Okay, Papa 615. Okay, no, I want to go out. Excuse me. Yes. I want to go out 19 right. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Departure. Why can't I select the runway? Departure. Hello. Let's go Tor 3 Charlie. Yes. That's the correct one. That's the one. Okay, let's go Tor, let's go load airway, and our airway was 615, that was correct, 615 to Al, which is there, Aalborg. Ooh. Papa 622, yeah, let's go load, thank you, and then we'll go load airway, Papa 622, that one there, all the way to Tomga, which is in Denmark. Load that one. Thank you. And then Tomga, we're actually going to go Tomga into Billund. But by the time we get to Tomga, we will be in contact with ATC, so that should all be good. So let's go back like so. My throat is getting bad now. Let's go. Procedure, arrival is into EKBI Billund, correct, and there's no approach at all for that, so approach into EKBI. We're going to be going in, let me just check what runway is going to be 27, ILS 27, vectors, load approach, but don't activate it. That's correct. Right. Okay, so if we go to here, if we zoom all the way out, we can see we've got a lovely flight plan all the way down to our destination. Let's just zoom back in again, and we can see someone is cool. We see 1,300 feet above us, right there, is Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, which is nice. Let's just zoom in again. So I'm going to have to taxi all the way over, which is fine. Right, so let's set up our plane. Departure runway is 19, but actually the heading is 193. So let's just make that 193 on both things. Okay, so I'm pretty much ready to contact Tower now. So let's let's make a fool of ourselves, shall we? And get stuck in. Tower is 118.3. Dearie me. Oh! Pitot tube cover. Lol. You thought you could hide from me.
Shuttle 932 requesting taxi, runway 19 left for departure.
Shuttle 932, Roger, taxi Lima Sierra to holding point runway 19 left.
Gotta do my flight plan.
Lima Sierra to holding point runway 19 left, Shuttle 932.
Lima Tango Echo, wind calm, runway 19 left, clear left. Clear down, runway 19 right, stadium Hego.
Departures 2100. Well, actually, no, it's 2140, let's say. Time en route, let's just say it's an hour, and let's just say I have an hour and 50 minutes fuel. Cruise speed is about 120, and let's say 10,000 feet. Okay. And there's Lima Tango November. It's Lima November Tango Echo. What? Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Apologies. Excuse me. Jarlsberg Flight Club. Jarlsberg Flygklubbe. Excuse me for my bad pronunciation there of your aircraft.
Gardermoen Tower, hello, good evening, North Shuttle 822 westbound 16, Boeing 737-800, information Golf. Request IFR clearance to Stockholm, Arlanda.
Yay!
North Shuttle 822, Gardermoen Tower, good evening. Clear to Stockholm, Arlanda via Master 5 Charlie departure, runway 19 left, squawk 1452.
Okay, thank you. Clear to Stockholm, Arlanda, runway 19 left, B5 Charlie. And can you confirm the squawk? I've got 145, was it 1452?
And North Shuttle 823, that was the 1452.
Okay, squawk 1452, North Shuttle 822.
North Shuttle 822, read back correct. Lima Tango Echo, do you want to go to GA? Lima Tango Echo, Roger, wait, Charlie 3 and Charlie to General Aviation. We are Charlie 3 and then Charlie to GA again.
So I'm going to call Gardermoen Tower is Golf Charlie Uniform Bravo Echo radio check. Gardermoen Tower Golf Charlie Uniform Bravo Echo at GA parking radio check.
Traffic.
Golf Charlie Uniform Bravo Echo Gardermoen Tower, read you 555.
Lovely. For a second there I didn't think he heard me. Okay, so we are going to want request IFR clearance to Billund as filed with information Golf QNH 1009.
Fully ready now.
I'm just double checking all my stuff because
Northern 932 when ready, line up and wait, runway 19 left.
Left wait 19 left, left wait 19 left, North Shuttle 932.
excuse me. Good evening, Gardermoen Tower, Golf Charlie Uniform Bravo Echo with you, GA parking, requesting IFR clearance to Billund with information Golf QNH 1009. There he is.
Golf Charlie Uniform Bravo Echo, you are cleared to destination 24 Charlie departure. Runway 1 correction. My bad. 26 Delta departure. Runway 19 right. squawk 4203.
That is clear to destination runway 19 left. Our departure is Tor 26 Papa, was that? With squawk 4203. Golf Charlie Uniform Bravo Echo.
Golf Bravo Echo, stand by, I'll get back to you. Break, North Shuttle 932, wind calm, 19 left, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, I got that mixed up.
Very clear takeoff, 19 left, North Shuttle 932.
It's these Norwegian ATC controllers. I can't understand what they're saying.
Golf Bravo Echo, so my bad. Clear to destination, Tor 6 Delta departure, runway 19 right, squawk 4203.
That's departure to destination. That's Tor 6 Delta departure, runway 19 right, squawk 4203. Golf Charlie Uniform Bravo Echo.
Golf Bravo Echo, ready back right.
Okay. Right, so that is change in SID, which we can put in
Uniform Echo on the GA parking, integrating the
6 Delta, we said. That one there. Low departure. I wonder if I could speak to him. How do I...
North Shuttle 932 airborne, passing 1000.
Okay, so that is that in. Actually, he's given me 19er.
North Shuttle 932, contact Oslo Approach 120.45.
He's given me 19er left, not 19er right.
12045, thanks for
So
your help.
oh no, he has given me 19er left. No, right, Blair. Stupid man talk. Stupid man talk. You haven't done this enough, mate. He did give us 19 right, and so that means our taxi will probably cross runway at Sierra 3 or Sierra 2 and the backtrack along November to hold Alpha 9. So let's ask for taxi clearance now. Golf Bravo Echo ready for taxi.
Golf Bravo Echo, taxi Charlie to holding point runway 19 right. And do you want Charlie 2 or Charlie 3 for departure?
Charlie 3 is fine, thank you.
Golf Bravo Echo, Charlie 2, Charlie 3, hold short to runway 19 right.
That's taxi Charlie 3 and hold for runway 19 right, Golf Bravo Echo. Charlie 3.
Tower North Shuttle 822, stand 16, request pushback and start.
Okay, yeah, I see where he's...
North Shuttle 822, of course, you're going to get push and start. It's approved, QNH 1009 out.
Push and start approved, QNH 1009, North Shuttle 822, thank you.
Oh, it's such a beautiful evening. And my track IR is so smooth and everything's just wonderful. The world is just beautiful. Everything's so wonderful. Everything's just wonderful. There's no other way to describe it. It's just wonderful. Yeah, so it's oh my word.
Oslo Tower, good evening. This is North Shuttle 1053. Established runway 19 left.
North Shuttle 1053, Gardermoen Tower, good evening. Wind is calm, runway 19 left, clear for out.
Runway 19 left, North Shuttle 1053.
He's probably going to make me hold Charlie 3 because of this inbound traffic. But I will, out of courtesy, hold at just hold automatically. There's Charlie 2 to my right hand side. And I'm going to taxi up to Charlie 3, hold there for this inbound traffic. Excuse me. By the way, I'm going to take this opportunity now just to tune the off frequency to Gardermoen Approach, which is Gardermoen Approach is at 124.5. Oop. Okay, 124.5 is approach, and see how it actually says so. It says approach, and it says ENGM Tower. That's lovely.
Golf Bravo Echo, line up and wait runway 19 left.
Line up and wait runway 19 left, Golf Bravo Echo. Okay, so that inbound traffic was for runway 19 left, not right. So he must have switched that. Did he switch that for me? Because all the traffic was coming in right hand side, not left hand side, but you know, kudos to him for that. Okay, so let's put on landing light. Let's put on strobe as well. Strobe is going on. Let's just check. Okay, power. Let's just make sure we're in the right place here. Okay, we're on the runway. Let's just... And my taxiing.
Golf Bravo Echo, wind calm. Runway 19 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff 19 right, Golf Bravo Echo.
Oslo Tower G-BE 326, how do you read?
Gardermoen 326, Gardermoen Tower, good evening, reaching 505.
Roger, 555 for G-BE 326. I would like our IFR clearance to Castrop as filed. We are sitting at gate 40 at the moment.
Gardermoen 326, Roger. Clear to Copenhagen. Uppsatt 1 Charlie departure. Runway 19 left. Squawk 1622.
Can you say the squawk again for G-BE 326, please?
Gardermoen 326, Squawk 1622.
Okay, holding nav.
1622 in the box for G-BE 326. We copy clearance. Thank you. We'll call when ready for push and start.
Okay, bringing...
Golf Bravo Echo, contact Oslo Approach on 120.45. Stop.
12045, thank you very much. Good evening. Golf Bravo Echo. Okay, this is where it starts getting fun. Okay, we're up through almost 2,000 feet, so that is... Gardermoen Approach, good evening. Golf Charlie Uniform Bravo Echo with you, climbing through 2,000 feet. We are Tor 6 Delta departure, QNH 1009.
Golf Bravo Echo, Oslo, good evening. Roger, negative radar contact to Golf Charlie.
I just
Golf
turned it
Bravo
on.
Echo, Oslo, radar contact 2,100 feet. Climb to flight level 100, you clear direct NANOX.
Cleared to climb flight level 100 and copy again direct 2 for Golf Bravo Echo.
Golf Bravo Echo, clear direct NANOX, November, Alpha November, Oscar November.
Clear direct Nanon, thank you, Golf Bravo Echo. Boom, activate.
Oslo Approach, good evening, Leader 9127 with you, flight level 148, descending flight level 120, information Golf.
Videre fra 127 Oslo, good evening. Information hotel now valid, no significant changes. You clear direct O2D, straight in ILS, runway 19 right.
Okay, bring back my mixture now, coming through 3,000 feet. Bring back my propeller down to 75%. And that, ladies and gents, is how you fly IFR at night on VATSIM in a propeller aircraft out of an airport that is meant for much heavier traffic. I love it. And my performance is still, like, perfect. This is great. Ah, love it. Okay, so he said climb flight level, well, basically 10,000 feet, which is all good. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that.
Canadian 1474, ILS runway 19 left, fully established.
Gardermoen 174, Roger, contact tower 118.3, so
Contacting tower 118.3, thank you, bye bye, Canadian 1474.
Videre fra 127, confirm inbound O2D.
We are flying inbound, or do the affirmative. We are flying heading 155.
Videre fra 127, Roger, thank you, descend flight level 110.
To descend flight level 110, we level 9127.
Actually, I'm going to keep my RPMs fairly high. Oh, it's my goodness! It's a really clear night tonight. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring down the brightness of. I'm going to bring in radio stack. I'm going to bring in a little bit of my panel lights, and actually, no, I don't need any glare shield. But I'm going to bring in my panel lights a bit, like so. And that's all I really need. Let's just close down my cowl flaps to half, roughly. And enjoy the evening. That could be Drammen down there. Drammen. We have, well, we're up in Gardermoen actually, so that's fairly north of Oslo. Oslo is going to be just down there. So this could be. No, I think Drammen is further. I don't think it's quite there. It could be there, I'm not sure. Excuse me. Actually, what we're going to do, we're going to go over to Plan G. I'm going to whack in our traffic, like so. And you can see the last minute SID change we did there, as ordered by ATC, or prescribed by ATC. So that's that as well. What you can do with Plan G, by the way, is as you put that there, you can also put VATSIM traffic, and it will overlay. It's connecting to VATSIM.
9127, flight level 110, maintaining. We are ready for further.
It will overlay all VATSIM traffic, and there's me. But that's showing me on VATSIM, and you can just see all of the other traffic around.
Clear to 5,000 feet, QNH1079, returns level 85, feeder 9127.
Okay, let's just double check. Yep, so he's going to hand us off to 122.8, which is Unicom. We've got VATSIM-8 coming in from Elsund. We have SAS 737 inbound behind us. And we've got a clear run all the way. And as you can see, all of the ATC has left us on our course to Billund, which is kind of typical. It's a bit like Russian roulette. But I saw enough ATC here, and I thought I've got to make a video tonight, and I've got to come out and fly on VATSIM because it's. Oh, and I need to arrest my rate of ascent before something very embarrassing happens to me. So it's continuing to climb through 7,000 feet. I remember transition altitude was 8,500, but we might as well change to standard QNH now anyway, since we don't have any hurry. So let's go 1013 on the QNH, which is our standard QNH barometric pressure, which is there. So that's that. Let's just go outside and have a look around. Actually, let's change my...
United 127, descend 4,000 feet by Ududi on the heading, clear left runway 19.
So there's Gardermoen up there that we left.
4,000 feet by Ududi and clear ILS 19 right.
That could...
Speedway liner 127.
So, yeah, no, that's Oslo just ahead of me, actually. So that's Oslo there. So Drammen is actually going to be over off to the right-hand side. Sandvika is going to be just over on the eastern edge of Oslo. And we're actually going to go inbound to Torp. We're going to fly overhead Torp on our way down to Denmark tonight. But look at the lovely lights. Look at the lights. The lights are so pretty. They really are good. Really beautiful. I don't know what it is about the lighting. I think maybe the lighting has been improved in P3D version 3.3. I'm not sure. But I think the way the aircraft is lit in the environment is improved a little bit, I think. Excuse me. I'm really feeling it tonight. I've had this weird cold. But what we're going to do is we're just going to turn down our engine volume a little bit more. Let's just see where we are. Okay, so we're direct Nanon, which he's given us, which is lovely. He probably won't talk to us too much. The only thing he'll probably tell us from now on is to switch over to Unicom. London Control's just come on. Let's just go over and see 122.80, enter, and that is what we're going to switch over to once he tells us to. Climbing through 8,000 feet, so we're almost up at cruise now, actually, which is nice. And then we'll hit the cruise power, and then we'll set into our cruise nicely. Yeah, so 2,000 feet left, roughly, and our speed is good, so we're climbing at a sufficient rate. Let's just check our EGT. Just pull that back ever so slightly more. Actually, let's just pop our... I'd say about there. Actually, that sounds about right. And I love the fact that you can mix, lean the mixture of your engine based off of the actual sound of the engine from the cockpit, which is great. So let's just have a look. Coming close to... Actually, up at 10,000 feet, we're actually going to turn our landing light off, because landing lights go off at 10,000 feet for IFR.
Gardermoen approach, hello, Oslo 22 out of 1 minute left, passing 3,200 feet.
That's all good. That's all good. That performance, guys. That performance. Look at those lights. Look at those lights, and look at the performance. Like, I'm panning around the cockpit here, and it's...
level 210 and route direct to Mattel, Oslo Institute.
Golf Bravo Echo, contact Norway Control, frequency 125.5.
Over to Norway Control, 125.5, Golf Bravo Echo. Thank you, good evening. Threw me a curveball there.
Good evening.
125.50, enter.
Norway Control, good evening. I said 313 with you 5735. Question 313, Norway Control, good evening, squawk 4255. 4255, I said 313.
Norway Control, good evening, Golf Charlie Uniform Bravo Echo with you, inbound NANOX, flight level 095 for flight level 100.
Golf Charlie Uniform Bravo Echo, Norway Control, good evening, you clear the direct Tango Oscar Romeo.
Cleared Tango Oscar Romeo, Golf Charlie Uniform Bravo Echo. Blur. I'm not flowing perfectly with the A2C transmissions, but I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would. So he's given me direct Sonlifur, which is nice. Oh, those lights though. Those pretty lights. Oh, I can't imagine things are going so... I don't know why things are going so easily for me this evening, guys. Usually it really things go wrong, but tonight... Alright, we're gonna level out now. You should see the aircraft level out. What? Level out.
Norway Control, North Shuttle 822 with you, climbing through flight level 120.
Oh, there you go. He's leveling out now. Excuse me.
Okay, climb flight level 290, and with the...
So direct 195. Okay, so we're gonna just get stuck into a groove. Let's bring our RPM down to about 1800 RPM, which is I found in the Comanche is a good cruise RPM. It's 116. Okay, what we're going to do over the course of this cruise is we're just going to be testing a little bit. I'm going to bring that RPM back up to about 2100 and see how that affects the engine. Well, how that affects my speed is 116. And I did not know that NOR Control, that's not displayed on VATSIM, which, yeah, it's one of these weird VATSIM things, because VATSIM, it's good, but it doesn't give you a fully accurate picture of what's going on, which is sad, but, you know, what can you do? But it's good that vPilot shows you what's going on here. Excuse me. So what we've got basically is, and what's ESMM control? Is that... No, I don't know who ESSM control is either. ESSM. I don't see that on VATSIM either. ES. ES is Sweden. So that maybe that's a Swedish controller, I don't know. Yeah, because Sweden begins with ES, Norway begins with EN. So that's a Swedish controller. I'm pretty sure I won't hear from him tonight. Okay, so what we did a while ago is just we tuned our RPM to 2100 and we've come up to roughly 120 knots. Let's just check our ground speed. Ground speed is 141 knots, which is nice. That's what we're aiming for, a good high ground speed to take us on our way. Let me just lift my feet off the rudder pedals. Now that we're on autopilot, we don't really need to touch the rudder pedals, and we can settle in for a nice, relaxing evening. And I can cough and make a loud noise and burst all your eardrums with loud coughing. Okay, so we're inbound Sonlifur, which is further south. We haven't really left the coast of Norway yet. So yeah, you know what? Turn the taxi light off. I should have turned the taxi light off all the way in the beginning, but it's fine because they're both exactly the same. So this we're looking at here is a big island, which is kind of sits in the Oslo Fjord, and if I turn my head all the way around, it's obscured by clouds, but we would be seeing further south along the coast would be Horten and Jarlsberg and Sonlifur, and yeah, but it's like pitch black, so it's all good. yeah, a bit of nighttime IFR. So yeah, folks, it's been a really long time since I posted my last video.
services terminated, students offline, monitor uniform 122.8 so long.
122.8 was related to so long.
So it's been a good while since I last did a video, as I said. That has mainly been up to the fact, folks, that I moved house. I moved house in early July, and since early July, I've really had hardly any time to do anything. Coupled with the fact that I released the PPL intro video, the PPL training course intro video, just before I basically went and moved house, and once I moved house, I realized, oh crap, I don't actually have any time to do any video editing for the next like 4 weeks while I do stuff. I've also changed my job, guys, by the way, so I'm just kind of completing the first 3 months of my new job, which has also taken up a lot of time and a lot of mental strain, I think. And it's just my new job. I'm working on a laptop. I work from home for a company, for a creative agency, and you know, if you're sitting in the house for 8 hours working on a laptop, the last thing you want to do when you finish work is sit on a desktop and look at a screen for another 3 hours. So that is kind of working against me as well. But despite that, I realized that I really couldn't leave it any longer before
Norway Control, good evening. This is
posting up another video and appreciating scenery at nighttime is something not too many people do.
Norway Control, goodevening. These are going to be level 250, and you can be unit for my arrival.
Just jump in the cockpit and make sure everything's
okay.
okay.
This is 250, and you'll be for my arrival for Scandinavian 147.
So yeah, we've kind of left Norway behind us, and as we go south along the coast, at some point he will hand us off to Unicom. Not quite sure when that will be, but he will do that. As I was saying, like, it is lovely to appreciate scenery at nighttime. You get all of the night lighting, and it's just an added challenge to fly at nighttime in IFR conditions. It's with ATC, so that's fun as well. People only ever really feel comfortable interacting with small piston aircraft like this when they're in a daytime VFR condition in a small VFR airfield with maybe a controller on or two. So, you know, you gotta have fun. That's a lovely shot right there as well. Look at as we're looking through the misty clouds down to the lights below. That's lovely. So yeah, so the PPL training course, folks, I want to talk a little bit about that. So this is kind of turning into a little bit of a vlog while I'm flying in cruise, which is nice. We're coming up to Horten fairly soon, which is where I stayed. Horten is just there on the coast, where my cursor is pointing right now. That's where I stayed with my friend, and it's a lovely place. And he's the guy that flies in Jarlsberg and Sandefjord. And so the PPL training course, folks, I basically bit off more than I could chew with the first video. The first video is going to turn out to be about 12 to 13, 14 minutes maybe long. The video is like completely 100% narrated. It's all going to be really well edited. All of the video clips of all of the aircraft, I have to basically have to record them with shadow play, and I have to basically I'm editing together a really tight kind of video that's kind of the production quality I want to be very high. I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm using Adobe After Effects, I'm laying over graphical elements on the video, you know, to help aid the tutorial and the training information. So it's really kind of me trying to kick my channel into a much higher quality place. That is a level of quality I'm only going to bring to the PPL training series. Not these normal videos. These normal videos are going to try and keep me sane and they're going to also be for you guys, of course. So you guys won't lose this kind of more informal IFR, you know, this informal VATSIM experience that I do with small aircraft. But you're also starting to see that I'm going to go into this PPL training series seriously. And the thing is I'm not going to release those videos until I feel they're ready. So the one thing I will say though, folks, let's just zoom in on Horten. Yay! So that little island, if you zoom in on this little bit here is actually an island. See, there's like a river that runs through the middle there, and that island is where I stayed. And it's basically used to be the old Admiralty base. The Norwegian Admiralty have like really nice houses there, and yeah, it's just beautiful. And every morning you wake up and you look across the fjord, and the sun is rising from the east, and it just looks stunning. And now I can appreciate it at night time. So that's Horten, and then that's like the town of Horten. And then I think this town here, or a town further south, yeah, we're going to be flying over it soon. A town further south is Tønsberg. Actually, it's just down there, I believe. Tønsberg is the oldest town in all of Norway, I seem to remember, and it has the replica Viking ships that are actually in the water down there, which is really cool to go and see. You can literally like walk up to the side of the dock and just like touch them and see them floating, which is cool. And you can hear my voices getting deeper and deeper, and rough life, guys, rough life. But you know, I'm here and I'm alive, and I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this all for you guys. And so yeah, so my PPL training series videos, one thing I will say about them already is I will make them much shorter than this first edition. This first video I brought out, like I said, I bit off more than I could chew, and I'm trying to edit a video that's 12 minutes long, and the amount of work I'm putting into it means it's going to take quite a long while to do. So that is why it's taking me a long time, and everyone's kind of asking, you know, when is the first part out? When is the first part out? Because I only just did the intro. Oh, a little bit of a lag there. I don't know why that was happening, but that is beautiful down there. Oh, looking through the clouds. And if this was winter, we would be freezing our backside off in the winter. Oh, I know why there was a little bit of lag. It was a little bit of lag because it was loading in the scenery of Torp Airport. And just down there, you can see the lights. I think that's Jarlsberg. Yeah, that's Jarlsberg Airfield. So that's Jarlsberg there. So that's cool. So yeah, so I'm actually going to make all of my PPL training videos are going to be probably, I would say, 4 to 5 minutes long. 5 minutes long max, just because of the time it takes to edit them. I want to have them uploaded onto my channel, you know, a bit frequently, maybe one a month. I'm thinking of right now. 1 a month is probably a good target for me. So if I make them 5 minutes long, maybe 5, maybe 6, I don't know, depends, we'll see. But I just bit off more than I could chew, and I was actually just, I've taken all of the information in the videos from the PPL training manuals, and that means that I'm taking, you know, legit references, and it's all going to be researched and everything. It's going to be good, but it just means that I bit off too much, more than I could chew in the first video, and that means that next videos are going to be shorter, but they're going to be more frequent. That is the plan. That is the plan. Anyway, so that is Tønsberg below. Tønsberg has a nice little tower on a hill, which is a really, really beautiful place to go. My friend and I, he was kind enough, he took me there and showed me the. And actually, if you zoom in, down, I believe it's down here. He lives down here, and the Viking ship in the water is on the south side of the town, which I believe is just over there, which is where the docks are. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's going to be down there. But yeah, it's cool to see it all at nighttime. Really, it really is cool, and I love to see how it's all just stretched out before us. Look, you've even got some highway lights there on an intersection. But it's just the thing I love about Flight Simulator is when you have good scenery, and when you have, you know, the graphics turned up, and you have a PC that is smooth. It just whenever you look at stuff, it just all looks really nice and realistic. So that's Pilot Flight Academy, and that is Sandefjord Torp Airport. I do love that airport. It's so close. It's so near and dear to my heart, along with Jarlsberg. I look forward to whenever I travel back there again. Let's just check how we're doing inside. We're doing well. Ground speed still 142 inbound to Sandvika. Not Sandvika, Sandefjord. And my fuel still looks okay. I'm still on both. I'm sensing a little bit of stuttering, a little bit of lag. You can see there's a little bit of lag there, and I know from experience that lag is coming from the Torp scenery. I've always had a little bit of lag to do with Torp, even with, like, I can fly in and out of Heathrow. I can almost fly in and out of Heathrow with smooth frames in PMDG 777 with this PC, with weather. But I'll tell you for a fact, Torp Airport scenery has always given me a little bit of lag, whatever settings I've put it on. And I don't know if that's an Aerosoft thing, because that's an Aerosoft scenery. Like I'm more used to Orbex and UK. Oh crap! Oh crap! What just happened? What on earth just happened to my scenery? Oh, it's still there. Oh, wow. It's still down there. You know what? That is amazing. That is amazing. I think it's because I have... Yeah, I think it's because I've updated to P3D version 3.3. Like I said earlier with the lighting, it's nailed the nighttime lighting a bit better. Do you know how usually at nighttime clouds, like however dark it is, clouds always turn up in this kind of ghostly white, puffy white color? And it just isn't realistic because there's no light actually reflecting onto those clouds. Like the only thing, where is the moon? Like, we don't even have the moon. We do not even have the moon up here, and yet we can see the clouds, but we can't see the ground. Like, that's not particularly realistic. But what just happened there is it just got overcast, and Active Sky Next, there is the airport below us. Active Sky Next loaded in that overcast cloud, but it loaded it in, and it just made everything darker, much darker below me, and it looked like my whole scenery just disappeared. That was so cool. I'm really glad that it works like this now. Because the nighttime was always just a little bit fake because it couldn't quite understand how to process shadows and darkness. It still had this, like, even you can see on the plane in the darkness, my plane clearly shows up against the darkness of the darkness of everywhere, but it shouldn't really do that because it should be as dark as everything else. So but that's really, really nice. Let's just get a...
Norway Center, Berlin 326 with you. Good evening. Timing, leveling off 210, about 20 miles out of Oxford.
Yep.
Wow,
look at that. That's so cool. If I use time preview and bring it on to daytime.
210 is the final cruise. Yes, sir, for Berlin 326.
Look how overcast that is. That is so cool. And I'm just cruising above it all. But stop that. Stop that, Mantok.
Okay. Can you say it again a little bit slower for Berlin 326?
Stop that, Mantok. We're supposed to be flying in a realistic simulator here. We do not have control. We do not have control over the position of the Earth in its rotation. That would be foolishness. So, folks, I think I've kind of talked as much as I feel I need to right now. I've covered everything I think that has been prevalent. So what I will do is I will leave you until... Will I though? Will I though? Is there anything interesting left in this video since that? Oh, I see. Yeah, all of that ATC is just kind of gone now. So, I don't really know what's more interesting. Actually, you know what? I'll probably leave the video until I get handed off to Unicom, and then I will actually call the video a video there. I will stop the video then, and then I'll call that a video and upload it to YouTube. You can tell my brain is just dead right now. Anyway. So this video is going to be a departure from Gardermoen, but it's not going to be like a full flight. Oh, look down there. Which is fine. Which is fine. And there is Sandefjord below us. And then those were like really, really stretched out islands that like jut out into the water that you see on Final Approach in the Ryanair 737 as you land in Sandefjord. When you go on holiday there, folks. Because why would you not? He wasn't talking to me, was he? No, he wasn't.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice night. Probably see you later if you're still around.
I think I'll be getting up for this night in about half an hour, but I might be on tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll probably, I mean, I'm coming to the end of the coast and started to go south into Denmark soon, so he will hand me off soon. Let's just have a look. Yeah, see. And, I mean, I'll do the whole flight myself, and I'll land and everything, because I'm on VATSIM, but I will end the video soon. So there we are, folks. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been lovely. Just that was just a fantastic departure. That was a fully staffed VATSIM departure from Gardermoen at nighttime, IFR in a 182. And it went really smoothly too. Like the amount of time I've spent away from VATSIM to be able to come back and just do that smoothly without any kind of without any stammering or kind of
There's
the Milky Way. There is the Milky Way. To be able to do that all without stammering or any kind of uncomfortableness or nervousness, I think means that I'm really getting to a point where I've actually kind of got this, you know? After like, what, 2.5 years, maybe 3 years on my channel of doing these videos, I finally got to a place where I can competently communicate to ATC. So. And here's me just at night time, single engine aircraft cruising 10,000 feet out into the Denmark Strait. Nothing to see here, folks. He'll probably hang on to me for a little bit longer. Actually, I think I can see the ATC boundary on on it right here, so I think the boundary is there. Or maybe is it this one here? I'm not quite sure. My housemate is coming home now. And my smooth frames have returned, now that we have left Norway behind. Hello? She's not home yet. Anyway, folks, I'm not going to wait for the ATC controller to hand me off to Unicom. I'm just going to call it a night. And thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. And good evening. My sister just said bye.